What's up, guys? My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak, and thank you for joining me today for episode number 19 of our Direwolf20 playthrough, where in the last episode we went green and stopped burning our diamonds in order to make power. And we got lava power, renewable energy. And that's awesome. So in this episode, I want to get out of these storage boxes. And I think we're going to do it with refined storage. Alright guys, let's roll the intro and get into it. Alright guys, so you might wonder what I'm doing here with this. I was doing a test, okay? So I wanted to see which was better, the iron furnace or the Minecraft blast furnace. For those of you who don't know, the blast furnace is in vanilla Minecraft standard. The iron furnace is not. It is from a mod, F2B Industrial Contraptions. So what I have done, or what I did, and I'm actually going to go ahead and run the test again. Okay. So, I don't need any more blocks. I will need 2 more pieces of coal or charcoal. Okay, there's 1. And 2. Alright, so each one has charcoal. I have here an advanced pipe upgrade. I have it set to round robin distribution. And go. And as you see, they both started at basically the same time. And now we're going to sit here and we're going to watch. This one, it's almost a 2. This one hasn't even smelted 1. The blast furnace is significantly better. Now, of course, it does have the limitations that it can only smelt blast furnace-y stuff. But it's better. Now, of course, this isn't going to matter too much in the near future when we start to get into things like, say, electric furnaces. So, but, yeah. So this one, it's already done its 8 ingots. This one is about to hit number 5. And if I remember correctly, that's as far as it gets. Yep, is 5 ingots. So, yeah, it's not the greatest. So we're going to get rid of this. Oh, and apparently we're going to get rid of my waystone, because this axe is a little bit more powerful than I'm used to. What happened to all the stuff in my diamond backpack? Excuse me? Oh, okay. Woo! I was worried there. We updated the pack, or, it's just me here, guys. I updated the pack, home. So I updated the pack before loading it up for today's recording session, and I was concerned that somehow this had gotten, I don't know, corrupted or something. But it turns out no, which is good. One thing, though, that I do not see... Oh, wait. They're over in the mob drops. Yep, okay. The wooden storage crates. Yep, they are. Alright, cool. So we're good. Alright, so what we're going to want to do today, let's take a look at refined storage. Refined storage is what we call a digital storage mod. They're awesome. There's 2 big ones. There's a few others, but there are 2 big main ones that most people know and or use. You have refined storage and you have applied energistics, oftentimes referred to as AE2, because it's actually applied energistics 2. Refined storage is the one that I prefer. mostly because it handles fluids better. And in modded Minecraft, you do a lot with a lot of different fluids. And refined storage does a really good job at handling those. AE2 has a little bit more of the challenge factor because it only has a certain number of channels and stuff like that, and so it gets used a lot. It gets a lot more technical. But I like refined storage, so that's what we're going to go with today. So in order to get into refined storage, we're going to need some of these things and some quartz-enriched iron. Now, to really get into it, okay, I'm going to want a disk drive. I am going to want a crafting grid. I am going to have a controller. I would love a wireless crafting grid. And while we're at it, I'm going to want a fluid grid, a pattern grid, and we should have a storage monitor. No. Crafting manager and monitor. Yes. We're also going to need, I believe we're going to need a security manager, but we'll see about that one. And crafters, yes. Which, do we have that mod? We don't have that mod. So there's a mod out there that gives you better crafters. Unfortunately, we don't seem to have it, but that's okay. It's something I may actually add to the pack, assuming that it is updated for 1.18, which I'll have to see. Okay, so let's start first with our controller, because you can't do anything without a controller. So for the controller, we need some quartz-enriched iron, we need silicone, we need a machine casing, and we need one of the advanced processors. So let's start with some quartz-enriched iron. That is going to be iron and quartz. It's that simple. So for your quartz-enriched iron, it is 3 iron, 1 quartz, get you 4 quartz-enriched iron. And that's literally it. So there we go. There's a good amount of it. Yeah. All right, that will do. The other thing we're going to need is going to be some silicone, which one of the easiest ways to do it is to smelt down nether quartz. And it looks like it cannot be done in the blast furnace. We'll find out. Let's see. Blocks of coal. It cannot. So it looks like it'll have to be Certus quartz dust in here, which is fine. I've got quite a bit of Certus quartz, and for those of you that don't know, Certus quartz is actually used for AE2, which we're not using in this playthrough, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now, I still don't have much time stored up because, well, I still haven't. I haven't done any playing. I just loaded the pack back up. But, yeah. So, back to this. Gonna need some sort of stone. I don't know that deep slate works. Oh, alright. Blocks. How about stone? Which I'm actually getting kind of low on. So we're going to want a few of these machine casings, maybe 10. These machine casings are just like any other mod. They've got a main part that's used for a lot of different things. So now we need the advanced processor, which means we need a raw advanced processor, which means we need processor binding, silicone, redstone, and diamond. So yeah, so we're going to take some diamonds. In fact, I'm going to do 4 blocks. We're also going to want gold. And the raw is with iron. Okay, and then we'll need silicone, which we're going to put another thing of that in. All right, so first we need some processor binding, which is string, which I actually don't have a ton of. We're going to go with 20. And some slime balls. I'm hoping the ender slime balls will work, but we're going to find out. It looks like it will. All right, cool. That does give me over a stack of processor binding, which is great. Now, these are the 3 kind of tiers of components for this. Redstone and iron ingots. Do this, this, and this. Okay. And then I need redstone, which now I have plenty of. We're going to do like 20 of each. Yeah, that should be a good number. So what you do is you make these, and then you have to smelt them. You can use the energized smelter or the redstone furnace. I don't remember. Do we have an energized smelter up here? Not here. Here. Enrichment crusher, induction smelter. I don't believe I can induction smelt them. No, I cannot. So what I'm gonna do is actually plop this guy down, grab me a few things of coal, and there. Alright. Perfect. We've got our advanced processors, and we can make our controller. Boom. So the controller is the heart of the refined storage system. Now, this is going to be my base level here on the floor. I just need to decide where I want my AE system to go. And I'm thinking we're going to put it here. I think that looks good. And we're going to need to run some energy pipes here. And it looks like we're coming up behind our digital miner, which is fine. I can easily move it if necessary, but I don't think it's going to be necessary because I can just come right here and tap into the energy line. How is our smelter doing? Beautifully. All right. I'll have to see if there's any of this that I was getting low on. I know I was getting low on silver, which I do not see much of in here. But that's alright. Like I said, we'll get that all figured out. It's still going. How is our lava doing? We are full still. I don't have any diamonds in the lapidaries, but that's fine. How's our battery? It is full with 12 million RF. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. And just like that, we have a controller with power. It's that simple. So, now that we have power, we can get rid of all those and the controller. Next thing up, we want a crafting grid. Okay? Now, the crafting grid is gonna end up needing some of the same stuff that we just used. Okay, so first things, we need to make a grid. What am I missing? Glass. I need a destruction and construction core and some gold processors. So I got the gold processors cooking up. There we go. Now the destruction and construction cores, well, they are a basic processor with quartz, and I believe it's a basic processor with glowstone. Yep. So we're gonna need 1 glowstone and 1 quartz, which of course I still have a boatload of in my inventory. Here, construction and destruction and construction, and 3 things of glass. We're actually just going to grab a boatload of glass because we're going to need it. And because I know we're also going to need a crafting table. Boom, we can make a grid. Now, I'm going to show you guys what the grid does. The grid sits on top here, and it gives you access to all your items. Now, of course, we haven't made any storage drives or anything, so I can't even put items in here. But we're going to switch this over once I get it out of here and turn off my magnet. We are going to switch it over to a crafting grid. Now, here's the difference. You can still access your items, but you can also craft in it. So that's awesome. Okay, next up we need a disk drive. Okay, and it looks like all I need is a chest. And it looks like I've got one right there. Boom, disk drive. Disk drive is where we're going to actually store our stuff. We store our stuff on storage disks. So, let's see what storage disks we've got. Now, in AE2, the storage disks have 2 different parameters, or limits. So, they can store a certain number of items, but they can also store only up to 64 types of items. So, like, for instance, in a 1K storage disk, it could store 1,000 service quartz before it fills up. But if I have 64 different items, it could only store those 64 types and or a total of 1,000. It can never exceed either one. Here in refined storage, they make it a little bit simpler. They're not limited by the amount of types of items. So this 1K storage disk can hold 1,000 items of any number of types. If I find 1,000 different items, I can put them all in the 1K storage disk. Now, that's kind of nice because in AE2, you kind of go for like the 4K or the 16K storage. Those tend to be your best, but with refined storage, we can go all the way up to the 64Ks, and it's not a problem. So I would love to get a 64K. Let's see if we can do it. Means we need 3 16s, which means we need, what? Would that be 9 of the 4Ks? And 27 of the 1Ks? I think that's what that means, which means we need a good amount more silicone. Good. Alright. Let's give it a shot. Let's see. Alright. What are we low on? Oh, glass. Glass, I have more. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to make 28, but that's okay. And then we need more silicone. Alright, that should be enough for me to do some more here. The basic processors is what we're actually low on now. Okay. There's 16 more. All right, and 2 more. Just another 3 more to make, I think. If my maths are correct, which means 1 more to make, 2 more to make, I don't know. We need more basic processors. What are we low on? Iron? I don't think that's going to be a problem. Now, what are we low on? Processor bindings. So, mob farm coming up in our near future. Very near future. Is there a way to turn wool into string? Can I, like, pulverize it? The crusher from Mechanism. I don't know that I have the crusher. I'm not sure, but we're going to go find out. Because I do have a good amount of wool. That looks like all my wool. I do have the crusher. Cool. So we'll go ahead and crush this up into string. Like I said, I'm pretty sure a mob farm, both a passive mob farm and a hostile mob farm, are going to be in the soon future TM. There we go. That should be enough processor binding to get me through for a while. Nine, I believe, would be enough for 3 of these, which is enough for 164K. Now, you can turn them into storage blocks, which are just a 1 meter block like you would place in Minecraft. that can store 64,000 items. Or you can put it in the disk drive, which you then use to put in your disk drive over there, and it will store 64K items, but you can put like 10 of those drives in there. Now, we do have the Reborn Storage mod. I like that mod. It gives bigger item quantity options as well. So let's go ahead and make our drive here. Boom. And we come over here and boom. We can now put 64,000 items into this. Just like that, guys. Yeah, that's awesome. So I also want to real quick make an importer. Okay, we need a... Oh, yeah. I literally just put all of my stuff in here. Importer. We need a destruction core and some cables. Importer. I will show you guys how the importer works. Oh, yeah, we're also going to need... I don't think I'm going to have enough. I need some sugar cane. Doesn't look like I have any sugar. Just the sugar cane. But we can grab these bones and go bone meal it. And then I'm going to need a piece of dirt. Is fine, and I should have a bucket of water somewhere. Oh, yeah. It's nighttime. We need to make it not nighttime. Also, I'm right by the beach. Why am I going to make a water area where I could just do this? Ooh, Enderman. Come here, Mr. Enderman. I want your eyeballs. Oh, so loud. Okay. Oh, not what I wanted to do. So it does seem that we are mostly gravel here, which is fine. So we're just going to do that, and we're going to put one of you. Can you not bone meal sugarcane? Okay. Is Snad in the pack? Well, yes, Snad is in the pack. Alright, guys, you guys are gonna get to meet my absolute favorite block, Snad. So, Snad's cool. It just takes 2 sand, and you get Snad. So you take Snad and you plant your sugarcane on it, and just like that, your sugarcane grows super fast. All right. Whoops. Snad. Boom. For those of you that don't know why I'm doing this, I would like some stack, well, I'd like a stack and some speed upgrades for that importer. Ooh, this thing is fast. I'm gonna have to get used to that. Boom. Come back over here and do that. 21. Now, I'm probably going to want to turn my magnet on here. Alright, I'll be right back, guys, once I get some sugar. Alright, guys, I am back. So, what I wanted the sugar for was to make some speed and stack upgrades for my importer. Now, I'm going to show you how this thing is going to work. Because it's pretty cool, and I totally turned my magnet back on. I'm going to have to see what I can do about that. Maybe a new magnet. One that's not part of my backpack. Alright. So, if I want to get all of the stuff from my shulker boxes into here, I can just do this. And now it is draining. Now, what I should do with the shulker boxes is actually place them there so that I can still open them. Alright, this one's done. We'll go ahead and place the next one. Boom. And boom, you can see it's all being drained out and put into the system. This one's done. And I've got a few more to do. I'll be right back once everything's in the system. Alright, guys, so I got it all loaded into the refined storage system, and as you can see, everything that I had is taking up about 17 or 18,000 items. It's a lot of items. But, considering we have a 64K drive, we're good for now. Yeah. So, currently have it in display. I want normal. Descending in name for now. I want JEI synchronized auto-selected. Two-way. That's the one. Two-way auto-selected. Alright. Perfect. Well, guys, that is where we're going to leave it off for today. I really do appreciate you guys being here tonight. My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak, and thank you for joining me. If you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so that I keep on making it. Well, if you're not enjoying the content, go ahead and hit the dislike button. That's quite all right. You won't see any number come up from it, but that's okay. I know it's there. And, well, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Offensive Yak out.